morning. Welcome back to the Now Morning Show. Yes, you see my hand movements and my signals because I have the man with me in studio, guitarist, arranger, composer, Mr. Theron Shaw. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning to you, sir.
How are you doing this morning?
I'm good.
It is a pleasure and honor to have you on the show this morning.
Thank you very much.
I'll be getting ready for this weekend. Excitement is in the air. Ah, boy. When are you heading across to Tobago?
Sunday morning.
Sunday morning. Nice. Well, your show is Sunday evening.
Sunday evening, yes.
And that's in the parade grounds.
Parade grounds.
We were just talking to Mr. John Arnold about what is happening in Tobago, the mood, the excitement, the energy, everything building up towards it. I mean, I imagine that you and your band, your team, set up and ready and
ready to rock the place. This year is a little different. I'm doing a half an hour set combined with Tony Paul.
Right.
The option was given to us to do two separate 15-minute sets. And we decided to do a duo. We perform for half an hour. We have some young people with us. We have Patrice Richardson, a young singer from UTT. She's still in UTT actually. Okay. And we have some seasoned players, Rodney Alexander and Aidan Hagley and Nick Thomas with us. So yeah.
How do you decide on who you're working with as a band unit?
Who's available?
So does it, I mean, I imagine that, in my head, right, musicians of your caliber, you can only work with certain musicians. Like you can't work with anybody who is like subpar or mediocre-ish.
That's an interesting comment or take on it. Yes and no. My thing is always to give somebody exposure. When I was way younger, I was given a bly. I was given a chance. And my thing is always to find someone and give them that chance to step up to a different level or to just play different types of music. So we're always looking for people. Sometimes that happens when somebody's not available and somebody recommends somebody else. It's like, okay, I never work with that person, but let's see how it works out.
Okay.
So it's always about a giving experience.
Have you ever regretted giving somebody that place and that opportunity?
Oh yeah, I actually had to. One time I actually told somebody like, sorry. And it wasn't because of his musicianship. It was just, he wasn't on time and how that goes.
So that leads to a whole other conversation, right? Because when we talk about this music industry, we often talk about, talent and we talk about what somebody brings to the fore. But how important is discipline? How important are the other aspects of it?
I think it's more important because, everybody could play to some degree. But it is much more than playing. It's being on time. It's having the music prepared too. Because lots of times, you could play, we know that. But did you prepare? Did you look at the music? Did you listen to the music? Did you look at the music sheets before the rehearsal? Yeah. And those things make a difference, especially where time is an issue. There's a short period of time to rehearse. And people need to be prepared.
Yeah. When Tony Paul was here, I didn't realize you were doing the shared set together, but that makes sense because you all play together often.
Yeah, too. It was just economics, a sense of making best use of the time. Yeah.
But one of the things that we discussed was, jazz artists or jazz shows that seem to be lacking jazz artists in their repertoire, their lineup.
And I know that question was coming. No, this is an ongoing, and it's a serious topic to speak about. There will always be purists. They have pure classical music. They have pure classical players who would only want to listen to or hear classical music. And the same goes with most genres. Like they have people who wouldn't go to a calypso show unless they have certain calypsonians.
Right.
And it's the same applied to jazz. I think I look at it as, you have a color like red, pure red, and then you mix it with white and it gets diluted.
Yeah,
there's still red in it. So the music has adapted. The music is always in a state of flux or moving, but there will always be the pure jazz, and there will always be jazz mixed with calypso, jazz mixed with funk, jazz mixed with something else. So in that context, from a promoter's point of view, they may want to have something a little more diluted as opposed to another promoter who may want to have something pure.
But then my question is, yes, that's the extreme ends we're talking about, right? But then they have some artists, even in this Tobago jazz show, I don't know if Coffee is considered a jazz artist or a dancehall jazz or reggae jazz or, is it that there's a place for these artists in jazz shows? Is it still considered a jazz show?
And the point I'm making is that I made a post on social media, and what I was saying is that, and it's true. People need to do the research, and most of the renowned jazz events. When I say jazz events, jazz festivals,
yeah,
right, North Sea, go all the way down. You would find popular music,
right.
James Brown, come all the way down. Stevie Wonder, they all perform, but you also have what you call straight ahead jazz players in the lineup, in the lineup also. So the point is, there's always room. Yeah, there's always room for balance. There's always room for good music. You know, the jazz music really is an extension of who we are, especially like with calypso jazz. I mean, calypso is who we are. You know, we can't get away from that. And improvisation is part of the African music too. African music is about improv, so it's just that blend.
Now we lost Clive Zander earlier.
Ooh, yeah.
Last year, this year. It was the beginning of this year, I think it was. Was it last year? We recently lost
him. Yeah, I think it was last year. It could be already.
I'm wondering, in terms of this jazz season, you're being one of the folks leading the way when it comes to calypso jazz, especially. Is there any special tribute or anything that you throw into your set that say, you know, let me do this one for Zander, anything like that?
Well, I'm always giving a nod to the people who give me a space. Not particularly in this show on Sunday. But I have recently have done a tribute to him because Clive actually was the person Clive Zander, Toby Tobas, were the two people who actually put me out in the open, right?
Yeah.
But I need to mention this. So 2 days ago we lost Ralph Davies.
Yes.
And in my recollection, my first professional gig, right, was with Ralph Davies on Scouting for Talent. I was still in my teens, probably late teens.
Wow.
Yeah, and you know, it was like a wow, you know, great, absolutely fantastic musician. Yeah.
Nice, man. Well, Theron, thank you so much for joining us this morning, and we look forward to your performance on Sunday. I know you're on stage with Tony Paul for that shared set, but you're also on stage with Vaughan at Bigfoot. So we look forward to a fantastic time happening on Sunday at the Parade Grounds in Tobago. We head to Bacalet for a fantastic show, the Tobago Jazz Experience. But I want to encourage each and every one of you to go out there and make a difference today now, because together we aspire, and if together we perspire, then together we definitely can achieve. On behalf of Natasha Lake and Kimberly D'Souza and the entire team here at TTT, I'm Ruckus, wishing you a fantastic day. To get to the top of the hour where Roxanne Suraj is waiting on news, I want to present to you Mr. Theron Shaw.